So what was your family's reaction to me being in the picture because I one thing is that I didn't have the best
record. I'll say it.
Reputation.
Yeah, he didn't have a good reputation.
I was known to be a drug dealer and somebody that.
So, now mind you, I have to say, my mom already, I was friends with, Frank's sister and, before, and my mom was good friends with Frank's stepmom. So she knew Frank. So when I told her, I just remember her, at first she was like, Rachel, are you sure you want to, I don't think it was him per se, it was just pretty much anybody at that time. And honestly, I didn't make good choices. So she was probably, that was probably going through her head too. This girl does not make good choices when it comes to pretty much anything. Yeah. And I know that my kids' their other grandmother, she actually had an investigator look him up to see what he was about, and so which not for my sake but for her grandchildren, and I don't blame her for that.
Yeah, and I remember us finding that out.
I was upset, but I was like,
and at first I was like, but at first I felt weird about it, felt some type of way, but then I had began to love them, so I was like, she's only looking out for their best interest.
Yeah.
So there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Why would I care about somebody being overprotective about somebody else that I care about?
And I remember the first time that I brought the girls around him, because that for me was, I remember that was a hard decision, because I was like, do I want to take them around him or do I not? But I was like, I felt like, well, if I'm going to spend time with him and have my kids, I guess I'm going to have to. And so I did. And now, mind you, my kids they never saw me with anybody besides their father. And I remember my daughters were like, stranger danger. Do you remember that? They were in the back.
We were going to a basketball game.
Yeah, we were going to a basketball game.
Screaming like stranger danger.
In the car, I was so embarrassed.
Yeah. And I didn't really know what that was. I was like, what the hell? But
and they were little. How old were they?
They were young.
They were like...
It was 2013.
Yeah.
So,
I don't know.
They were young.
But it was, I don't know. But
they were 7 years old, probably.
Yeah.
They were Major's age. Wow. They were Major's age, basically.
But yeah.
And what did their father, when he had found out that we were together?
I really don't know, because I just remember, being at work at the pizza shop and him just trying to call me over and over, and I wouldn't answer. And then I remember I told his grandmother, can you just tell him not to call me anymore? And I think at one time I had answered and he was yelling and screaming, and I just hung up, and then that was literally it. So I don't know, to be honest.